for your Araling Panlipunan for world history, tell about Cyrus the Great.
So I'm going to tell you Cyrus the Great. Once upon a time there was a king, and then in his dream that he dreamt that his grandson will take over his place and rule in his castle. So he said to his servant that official that to kill my grandson. So he was scared if he killed the king's grandson. So he said that he gave it to the shepherd in the mountain and said, "Kill it." And then the shepherd was very happy because he didn't have any son. So he gave it to his wife, and then said that and killed a sheep, and then he touched the sheep's blood, and then in his hands there was blood. So and then he said to the official, the king, that I killed the baby. So he said that, okay, thank you. And then later, when the baby was big and his name was Cyrus, he was going to the mall because he was selling some sheep. And then when the servant saw, the king saw his grandson, he noticed that it was his grandson, and he was very angry. That's all.
Tell what you know about Jose Rizal.
Okay, that when Cesar was a kid, he has a brother, and then he has brothers and sisters. And then when his mom was telling a story, there was a fly and that was going around in the candle, and then when Cyril saw that, when the fly get closer and closer in the candle, he died because it was too hot. And then when his Cyril was big, he made a house in the beach and planted some fruit trees, and then in the poor, he's the was patient living there because he's a doctor. And then when he saw that when the sick that is poor, he didn't let them pay just free, but if they're rich, they get paid. That's all.
Tell what you know about Blandina.
That once upon a time there was a prisoners in the prison, and then they said that, and they are Christian. And then they said, the guard said, let them out. So because they will say if they're still Christian or not Christian. And then they say that they're still Christian. One woman was Blandina, was one of the Christian prisoners. And then he said, are you gonna take an oath that you are not gonna be a Christian? And then Blandina said no. And there was another prisoner that is a Christian. And then the guard said, where do you live? And then then he asked, "What's your name?" And then he says, and then he was killed because he didn't answer anything. And then he was killed in the central in the hall. And then you know what asked another question, and then so that are you gonna say that you are a Christian? And then he said no. So, and then he was hanged into a pole, and then beast came and then almost ate him, but he didn't die still. And then when Jathniel was asking another question, he that are you gonna say the oath that you are not gonna be a Christian anymore? And he said no. And then he was killed in the hall. That's all.
Geography. Tell what it is. What are hills, mountains, valleys, desert, and plains. So you can start with hills.
So hills are not sharp at the top. They're made of sand or rocks, and they're not really sharp at the top. That's all.
Mountains.
Okay, so mountains are really sharp and big. Houses can't build there because it's really sharp.
Valleys.
Valleys are plain two mountains and one flat area.
So it is the flat area between two
Mountains.
Okay, next, what about plains?
Plains are like a flat area and that are just flat. You can make houses there because it's flat.
You have any idea about prairie? Forgot about it. How about desert?
The deserts are really hot and no water.
So what is it made of?